Hello and welcome to some Factorio. My name is Trismegistus and I've no idea. Oh, it's, I was wondering why the game audio wasn't coming through, but it's on pause because, of course, it is. I appear to be weirdly orange. Did I not set that right? I know the sun's coming through in a weird way. Huh, strange. I'm used to being more blown out in the image. Because of my big shiny head. Right, so I was away last week, and I'm a bit out of the loop on where I am. I think that's all okay. Looks good. There we go. Atomic bombs for the win. Do we want a? Oh look, atomic artillery shells as well. Hmm. So I think I've done modules as far as I can. We'll have to play about with them at some point because they're meant to be amazing, the high level ones. And I mean, we've got. It's this same comment I keep making about Bob's, isn't it? That we've just got infinite tier, well, not infinite, but loads and loads of tiers of the same basic things, basically. Is there anything that would be useful? I was gonna at some point look at doing other other nuclear, wasn't I? So we could do that maybe. Plutonium synthesis and thorium processing. But we're kind of where we. Oh yeah, those are the big boxes. Oh, I guess we could do Spidertrons. Is he quite expensive? Yeah, he's quite expensive, so that might be worth just sticking on in the background. Power Armor 3, that's all alien science, isn't it? Have we got anything in the red? So we've got thorium nuclear reactors and there's loads of sciences, aren't there? Even bigger chests, presumably now. Oh, that's quite funky looking. Excuse me. Right, so yeah, let's just stick Spidertron on and let it chug away at that. And I will try and work out where I am. Obviously, I have built a silo. And have I got... No, I've not put any modules in it, so I can just quickly do that. Like that. So give a little bonus. This looks like, you know, we've got the capacity for making heat shields. I don't know why we're making titanium pipes exactly. Have I made a rocket or... No, it doesn't look like it. And we only want one. I think I'm basically just going to end this series once I've launched a rocket. So... Why have I put speed in? Did it take a particularly long time? 5-second craft time. So why have I put speed modules in it? Seems a bit of a waste of time. Radar 5. Okay, so heat shields are there. It doesn't need heat shields, does it? No. Why are we requesting heat shields? If this doesn't use heat shields. Is that just an error and it should be those... It looks like that should be these things. Thermoelectric generators. Rather than heat shields, doesn't it? And it doesn't need... What the heck have I done here? Maybe this was building something else? I think this was building the rocket, wasn't it? That's right. So that's why it's got electric engines in it and stuff. Okay, so let's just empty these out. Oops. Get rid of the requests and all that sort of stuff and get them to put everything in storage and all that sort of business. But we need RCUs and low density structures. So we can put them there. If I can remember where the heck they are in this. So they've got to be there. Let's just set it to 10. So we're not making them because we need CPUs. Interesting. I thought I set them up, but I guess not. Or we're just making so few that it's not mattering. Rocket fuel and silver zinc batteries. Rocket fuel and silver zinc batteries. Where would silver zinc batteries be? Excuse me. I'd have thought they were in Bob's Intermediates, wouldn't they? Yeah, there we go. Silver zincs. Okay. Whatever they are. Radio thermoelectric generators. Them. And what else does it need? Radar 5. Now I think Radar 5 I might be able to handcraft maybe? I'm sure they use Radar 4 as a basis. So we can make up to 2. What are we missing? Aluminium plate, brass gear wheels, titanium, electronic logic boards, nitinol stuff. Okay, so I think I'm going to hand make them. So that I think we'll dash over. And we don't need 50. We only need... How many does it actually need? Is it just 1? 5. So I might as well just put that on 5. Okay, so let's dash over here and see if we can't make... So we make 5 of them to start with. And then we work out what we need. We need steel bearing... Oh no, we can make steel bearings. Brass and aluminium. Now I've got to work out what the heck everything is. Do you think that might be aluminium? No, that's tungsten carbide. This has got to be brass, isn't it? Yeah, that's got to be brass. Is that aluminium? Nope, that's nickel. Thought that was nitinol, wasn't it? Invar, okay. So is aluminium over here? I seem to remember it being a bright one. That's aluminium there. That. So can we make 5 of these? Yes, we can make 5 of those. So then we need titanium, loads of titanium basically. Titanium I think is over here. Since it's only 5 and I'm not, so I'm only gonna, launch as many as I sort of need. Got a load of, no, I don't need that for the time being. Even more titanium, okay, need tons of it. Biddly boff. Get rid of that. And turn that down, maybe. Inventory full of rubbish again, you see. Classic me. Guess we could get rid of those. I'm not sure I need fiberglass boards for any particular reason. Right, so we're looking for 5 of them. So we need absolutely loads of titanium. I'm wondering if I can not make titanium bearings, can I? I bet that requires a machine. Where would titanium bearings be? Ah, it needs lube. So, we need to find somewhere with lube. I wonder if any of our current machines are using lube. I mean, electric engines must be. Can't see it there. So let's dash over to where we're making some Lecky engines. So I wasn't here last week because I went to my sister's wedding. It was really good. It's quite informal, which is very on brand for my sister, which is good. And so if I just pop in, it won't fit there, but if I just pop in a little sort of pipe. Oh, that's going to overlap though, isn't it? Let's use a longer pipe then. I have to say. Yeah, maybe. And then we pop in a machine. And we tell it to make titanium bearings. And we flip that round. We put a power pole. And we give it loads of titanium. Oh, not that much titanium because we need to make titanium bores as well. Bearing bores, 12 to 1, okay. So, if I just... Let's do a red one. Titanium bearing bores. Titanium. I don't know if... Does it take prods or anything? Oh, it does. That would be useful. And then we stick them in like that. So it only holds like 14. Okay, so we need a box. And they were quite quick though, weren't they? So maybe if we do one of them. And we give it a... there we go. Give it a... whatchamacallit. But yeah, the big surprise was that some of my more distant relatives were there, which was good. I wonder if I can sort of properly automate this. Not distant in the physical... Well, they're distant in the physical sense, really, because they're up north. But also, to be totally frank, we're a bit odd as a family in this sort of regard. We don't really keep in touch with each other. So hopefully that'll come in there. That'll give me a couple hundred of them. Now, how many do I actually need? Not that many, I imagine. So 5, and we need so we only need like 20. But I need titanium gear wheels as well. And even more titanium plate. Okay, so I'll go and grab... I'm wondering if I haven't set up, you know, the little chests to put in the stuff. But yeah, it's really good to catch up with them, you know, I say literally not seen them for 20 years. And, you know, basically not spoken to them. Say, because we're not... It's very odd in that way. Compared to a lot of families, they're, you know, constantly in contact with each other. So is that aluminium? Yeah, that's aluminium. So it does have... Oh, I know what yeah, of course. That's aluminium thingamies, isn't it? It's not the plates. Oh, and it's titanium I want. Anyway, not aluminium. Already done the aluminium one. So we got aluminium, titanium over here. Have I put them on here? Yes, I have. Okay. What we got? So if I grab some as well, and then it'd be way easier to just set a machine up to do this. But there you go. Right. Next one then is nitinol, which I'm sure the bearings also need maybe lube or something. Yep. Same dealio. So let's just go and kind of recreate that. Have I put it too close to the train track, I'm wondering? Because we could just put a little branch on. Get the lube into a... So yeah, I put it too close to the railway track, haven't I? Oh dear. Okay, so let's do that. And then we can literally a case of literally doubling that up. Give it that. This machine needs to be nitinol bearings. Oops. That would be nitinol plate. And then this needs to be nitinol bearings. And that becomes that. Okay. And then we need a little bit up here. Okay. Lube. Nitinol plate, which is coming. You just pop in a bit to get going. Again, I bet I only need a tiny number. So I need plate as well. Okay. Oh, they brought loads, so just steal it. And I'd be interested in putting them down actually, just to see how big the coverage area is. But, oops. No, I can't fit anything in because I've filled it up again. Actually, no. Get rid of those. Yeah, and just to see the sort of coverage area on it, basically. Well, that gives me my 5 of those. So if I plot one of these down... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wowza. So... And that's a level 1 radar. Is that square there. And then a level 5 radar is so big, it's off the edge of the map. Wow. I wonder if I can... Not that it's powered there, but... Difficult to tell. If we just dash up, actually. Yeah, if I put one there and dump them in there. So the bots will take those over to the... Hopefully, over to the... satellite. So yeah, I'm just thinking if we run over to the sort of edge here, then I'll be able to sort of tell better. How big it is. Okay, so this radar is doing that corner there. So if we pop in a 5, it goes all the way up to there. Wow. So it's like... Let's replace it back again. Oh, it'll have to fade out, won't it? Yeah, there we go. So this one is up to the right coverage of the artillery. So it's that distance. And then you pop that one in. So rather than that, it's that. So it's basically about twice as far, nearly. That's pretty impressive. That's what the base game needs. It needs bigger radar coverage. Right, anyway, let's go and make sure those end up in the satellite. And then we can start thinking about building other stuff. I say, I'm not sure what I did with CPUs. I thought I'd built them, but we could have a bottleneck somewhere that we need to sort out. So we shall see. Wait, have I gone past the... No, it's down there. Okay. Right. Yeah, because it just doesn't seem to be getting CPUs for some reason. That's all full and finished. Low density structures. Okay, so it's got the radars now. RCUs. Okay, let's have a look on the map. Yeah, they're here. But they're lacking... Huh, why is that? Not what? Oh, there's no copper. Why is there no copper? Oh, it's just a tiny volume, isn't it? I've got an entire thing of copper that I'm basically not using. Okay, so this needs upgrading. Okay. Like properly up. I mean, that's red. Okay. So it needs to become blue, I think. At the very least. Where's it stopping? About there-ish. Okay. Get more throughput. Then again. Probably got a thing that's already able to do two at once, but yeah, whatever. So take that to blue. And then that at least needs to go to blue as well. Do I leave that on yellow? Because they're not struggling. I mean, look at that. Grey machines. Look at that. Ancient technology. Ancient. So, that's given the bots a lot to do. I don't know that we're making huge amounts of sort of blue belt. Yeah, we've only got 100 in stock. They've put random stuff in these chests. Look. Completely random rubbish. Wonder if that needs to go up. I think these need to be... Oh! Why is that not... Should be doing it at a diagonal, shouldn't it? And that's not reaching over. Let's go and fix that. It's only just down here. Here we go. So this should be... reaching across. As should that. And that one should be doing a diagonal drop. There we go. That's better. I think I'm just going to do that myself. Like that. Might be able to go up a level. For those. Making our aluminium plate, but because it's too slow rather than any volume issues. So I think if we do another one and do a double diagonal, so not producing the bearings that bring it up. Okay, bearing balls are not. Well, we're thumping them out, they're just not able to pick them up quick enough. So if we upgrade to express some of jigs. Quicker to direct insert, I think. So we've filled that up basically now, haven't we? We could set this higher. So I've just put random rubbish in there. Cool. Yeah, so we're now getting basically a full copper. Question is whether this is actually going to last with that, because... Oh yeah, it's not even struggling, is it? Does this need to be blue as well? Because this is being used by a heck of a lot of stuff. You see what I mean? It's sort of going up there and down there. I mean, it's only just reaching this point, so I have to give it a little while to catch up. But I think, actually, I'm just going to upgrade it anyway. We've just upgraded our reduction, so we might as well bump this up as well. Can I do it all, maybe? I don't know. Certainly down to there. We'll see how they get on with that then. But hopefully we're at least starting to make CPUs again. Nope. There's just too much demanding it, isn't there? Yeah, I think make that blue up to... In fact, let's just keep it going, because what the heck? Because what the heck? And this is up to red then, isn't it? So maybe this could be blue as well. Oh, not that one. Which one is it? It's that one. No, not that one. That one. Yeah. So are these going in a box somewhere? Because I can't see where if they are. So this is CPU production. Oh, I am. I'm putting it in there. But then also theoretically putting it on that one. Okay. Oh no. Blue's the highest I've got, isn't it? Oh, this is saying... Oh no, that was the... How are we doing? How are we doing? So they've taken that up to there. Just doing these last bits here. That's the belt. So that's nearly done all the blue belt. And it's nice and stuttery, which means it's not struggling up to that point. It's whether red is enough here, basically. That's the sort of question. Need to do this underground, and we'll probably be able to tell then. Here it comes. Okay. So yeah, it is sort of slow here. Because that's effectively... Oh, no, there we go. Stuttery, I guess, is the point, isn't it? But that's fine. So long as... Yeah, it's getting up to here. Okay, that's good. Cool, so CPUs are flowing. Again. Right, perfect. Now, am I actually making up rocket control units is the question. I think, didn't I set up just a... Yeah, it's just a tiny production here. Okay. So what are we missing? We haven't really got either of those two. There's rocket fuel as well. Do we go and mess about with rocket fuel today? What does a silver zinc battery need? Can I just mini productionize that? Because this doesn't need silver zinc batteries. And this is literally all that does. Does this need the... No, it doesn't, does it? Radiothermal generators. So maybe I should get rid of this or change this to one of the others. So if we change this to... I completely forgot what we need. We need silver zinc batteries or radiothermal generators. How do we make either of those? I'm assuming this... Oh, plutonium. Okay. Well, there's an answer to what we need to research. Silver zinc batteries, then. I can't see them. Bob's intermediates. They're surely in here. No, they're in regular. No? Have I not researched them? Oh! What do you mean? Yes, I have. Oh, a chemical plant, of course. Plastic bar, sodium hydroxide, zinc plate. So silver oxide is about the only thing we don't have. How do we make that? Silver nitrate, sodium hydroxide. Isn't that the stuff we got tons of? Huh. So it seems like that might be another... how to make silver nitrate? Silver plus nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so this is going to be a weird long chain one, isn't it? So we put one of those on for the time being. And I'll request in... Oops. Did that wrong. Get rid of that. I keep doing the wrong button for that. Get rid of that. So requesting whatever we can there. Sodium cobaltate. Plutonium 239. Okay. Again, because we don't need these, you know, other than to make the one rocket that we're going to launch. It's very much down to bespoke production, isn't it? So we haven't got plutonium research, basically, I don't think. Or the right level of plutonium. Don't know if we need to... Oh, we could do plutonium fuel cells. So maybe it's just burning it as nuclear fuel that I've not researched. Okay, so do we have a patch of plutonium anywhere? I seem to recall there being one. That's gems. Thorium? I don't know, plutonium is made from reprocessed fuel, isn't it? Yeah, reprocessing. Used up uranium fuel. Empty nuclear fuel cell. Okay. So we should have loads of those. We need fusion... Oh no, fusion catalyst is an output. Okay. So if I just get some centrifuges... let's just get rid of some of these excess bits. And then see if we can't order up some centrifuges. It could, of course, be a level 2 centrifuge that's needed. Have I not got centrifuges on here? No, okay. Don't need 100 of them. So I've made some of those, I know, because obviously we're doing nuclear fuel. So, if they'll bring me some. I don't think I mass produced them. I think it was just like a tiny little production. We might be able to get that. But where do we get sodium cobaltate from? While we wait. Sodium cobaltate, cobalt oxide, and sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, ammoniated brine. So there we go. Another weird and wonderful long production chain. But I think we've got the copper area. Oh, look at the size of my grid now. I don't suppose I can make a nuclear generator or anything, can I? Because then I can have more legs. I think that's a lot behind plutonium research in this. You're bringing me 27, so where are you, bots? Yeah, so we should have loads of used up fuel. Do power. How are we doing? Have we got any yet? Not yet. Yeah, so if we head over to the cobalt area, and I can add that in now. Just change some chemical labs together, basically, because we only need... You need 2 per craft, and we need 10 of them. So we only need 20 sodium cobaltates. So yeah, we'll do that. Was that them bringing me? Yeah, okay. So, if we set this on nuclear fuel reprocessing, then we should be able to use filter inserters. So these are power as well. We request in. Well, missed. Used up fuel. We've got 1,000 of them. So we then put them in there. See, we're burning the nuclear fuel. And then we use this to make sure that the plutonium, which would be where? There. Goes this way. And then the everything else. That. Is it that? Oh, it gets... Huh. The proper active stuff as well. So used up fuel produces nuclear fuel. Oh, an empty fuel cell. Nuclear fuel. 238. And an 80% chance of plutonium. It's very slow though, isn't it? So... I mean, let's say we need tiny numbers, so I'm not massively bothered about that as such. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a... What I might do is make this a active provider just to force it out into the system. But, you know, once it's got nowhere to put... Once it fills up with plutonium, it shouldn't be bothered. Get rid of that off of there. Right, let's head over to the... I wonder where my car is. Or my tank. Something there. Don't know if that's a car or a tank. It's a tank. I assume that's quicker. I'm not sure it is, you know. Yeah, I think I'm quicker running. I guess, really, I should have rocket fuel in it by now. Yeah, I think I'm quicker running. Right. Oh, train coming. There we go. interesting lack of copper here as well. Hmm. Wrong thing. I was hoping I could sneak in an extra pair of legs, but... Right, so, because this... Oh, in fact, is this... No, that's lithium... But cobalt oxide is what we need for the... whatever we're going to make, aren't we? Wait, which batteries are these? Lithium ion, okay. Okay. So... Let's just put a bit of space in. And we're making... cobaltate. Okay. Can't see on the list. Sodium cobaltate, cobalt oxide, and sodium carbonate. Okay. I'm assuming chemical lab. So, sodium cobaltate. That one. So, we also need sodium carbonate. I don't imagine... Am I making that somewhere? Oh, and... oxygen and carbon dioxide coming out. Okay. Right, so we want a chest. We want some vents. No. That. We apparently don't have any pots over here. Okay. Okay. Ah, right. Okay. Let's build a bot network then. So do I just all hand make this thing? Okay. Oops. Okay. Right, so what we also need is sodium carbonate. What does that look like? Don't suppose that's... No, because this is all lithium stuff, isn't it? So, I bet I'm going to need a chain of chemical labs to do that. So, let's have a look. Sodium carbonate? What? Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate, which requires sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, and that's ammoniated brine. And carbon dioxide. Okay. So it looks like actually we should feed that back in, which suggests that maybe... Wait, what even is that pipe? Oh, it's water. Okay. Right. So this is sodium bicarbonate. Then we can feed the carbon dioxide back, although we've got to get it started somewhere. But we'll cross that bridge when we... Oh, it also makes ammonium chloride, okay. There you go. We'll just stick that in the chest, because why not? Although they need to filter that. So what the sodium... carbonate to go that way. And ammonium chloride to go that way. It's carbon dioxide. Where might I be producing that? Is it a byproduct of this at all? Ah, here we go. No, that's oxygen. Carbon dioxide. Can't see any. Which is annoying. Okay. Carbon dioxide, carbon plus oxygen. Am I absolutely sure I'm not? Because we got carbon here. We got carbon. Oh. Right. Let's do like plutonium stuff. Got a carbon. Carbon comes that way. Goes in there. But no, those don't produce carbon dioxide as an offshoot. What about down here? So this one goes up here. So no carbon dioxide there. Or there, because that's the same thing. Ah, okay. Right, so we'll steal some of the carbon we've got. And then we need oxygen. How best to do that? So if I do a little splitter there, filter that to carbon. Oh, wrong side. Okay, and then chemical lab again, actually. Yep. So we need oxygen as well. Okay. This is going to produce some carbon dioxide. Should really put some logic on it, otherwise it will sort of drown it out, but you know, fill itself up as it were. Okay. So oxygen, I think, was a byproduct somewhere up here. Yeah, here we go. Oh. So if I instead take this down here a bit further. So we need it to go in there, don't we? Okay, so that's the carbon dioxide. How the heck do we make ammoniated brine? We take brine and we add ammonia to it. Wow. Ask a stupid question. Nitrogen plus hydrogen. For brine. Really? No, for ammonia, sorry. But brine is just salt and water. Am I not making that up here? Isn't that what these are doing? Because that's pure water. What are you making? Salt! There we go. So, if we just add salt and water together, we'll get the brine. Because brine is salt water, it's just another way of saying salt water. So if I go put that in there. And we do that. And we set that to brine. Oh, we need pure water, not... Okay. Let's just replace this. Right. So we need pure water. I don't know why I built it there. Because I need another pipe to put in. Alright, so that gets us brine. But then we need to turn brine into ammoniated brine by giving or sticking ammonia into it, which... Okay. We need to do some pipe work. I thought maybe... Why did I think that was a stupid thing to think? But if we do ammoniated brine... So put the brine in there. Now we need to find some way of making ammonia. Haber-Bosch process, presumably. Ammonia is nitrogen and hydrogen. And I think those come from... Well, I don't... Oh, we got one of them there. So perhaps we could just steal that. I like so. Now nitrogen. I don't suppose nitrogen's used anywhere. I wouldn't think so. But you never know. Maybe it's used down in the other section, maybe. Down here. Got any nitrogen coming off? No, got more hydrogen. Nope. Okay. But I think we can just do it with a compressor. Have I got any compressors? I've got level 2 compressors. 8 of them. Okay. Is this right? I think. Maybe? Oh, no, that's for bottling stuff. What is it for? Compressed air. Oh, is it a chemical lab process? Oh, it is. Okay. Okay. So we need to do a chemical lab. So that'll pop out of there. And you then need to route that oxygen. Oh, that's ironic. Maybe we just stick it in here then. I bet you could balance them up properly, couldn't you? Oh, I've connected it to the carbon dioxide. This one, that's the oxygen. Oops. Excuse me. And then we can use a compressor to do some compressioning. Like so, and like... Let's make it a bit tidier. I mean, it might turn out ammoniated brine is like this super really important thing, so this might be, in a sense, pointless, and we'll have to come back and redo it all properly. But this is very much a jerry-rigged together spaghetti-a-thon because I kind of just want to finish the mod now. I think I might move that over so it's a little less confusing. So we should be getting... Oh. Have I set the filter on there? Oh, I have. That should be bicarbonate. There we go. Sodium carbonate. Oh, not butter. Oh. There's water as well. Okay. Right. Oh, disconnected that. That was quick. Maybe we could do thorium as well. I don't know. So this is pure water again. So this really wants hooking in here, I guess. Should have more logic on some of this, but say if it grinds to a halt, we'll just come and empty pipes and what have you. So it's brining out. We've got ammoniated brine there. That's coming through. So hopefully they're coming to collect that. Pick up 9. There we go. So that's the potential problem point, I would think. Because these will just back up. Maybe if I just put a vent on as well. Because we're producing it anew and, you know, that's fine, I guess. Right, so. Pick up 6. So it's made 42, and I think I had said I only needed like 20. But, let's have a quick check. So this was for the radio, whatchamacallit, wasn't it? So we need... So we need 10 of them. Each one requires 2 sodium carbonate, so cobaltate rather. So that gives us 20 that we need. We've made over 60. I'm just going to let that run, I think. We'll stack it up big and high. Oh! So that, in theory, means we should be able to make those radiothermal ones. Let's have a check, see. So it's sat with 2 plutonium in it. There's the cobaltate on the way, so I think that should just now work. This has got an output full. Because that's presumably got all it needs in. And it's that that's blocked it, hopefully. Hopefully I've done that right. Okay, so let's... are we going to head back over there, or am I going to check? And it also looks like this is now running. I'm not 100% clear on why it's stopping. I guess maybe because... Oh, it's the... Well, it's CPUs again, isn't it? Because... Yeah, they're only being produced quite slowly, I think. Even though they are now being produced... I'll say that. It's more like the bots are super lazy. Vehicle overdrive engine. That sounds fun. Oh, and that one's got 200 in. Why are they only picking up 6? I'm wondering if that's not been set properly. Not that, you know, that matters in a sense. Oh, it's set to 200, so that, yeah, okay. They've mostly gone into the first one then, haven't they? Yeah, it's the bot's not picking up very many, that's the problem there. I wonder why they're doing that. Oh, I'm not doing that. Okay. Am I going to run back all the way and discover that I need to come back here anyway? Right. So we've got the radio thermoelectric, whatever it's called. Spidertrons. Lovely. Atomic bombs. Plutonium synthesis. Thorium. Yes, so let's go and have a look back up there. Just the one shell left. See how we're doing. It'd be nice at the very least to produce the one one satellite that we need, and then start building the other things in bigger volume. Because we need to do rocket fuel and silver zinc. Oh, we've made 3 of those. Okay, that's good. I guess there's those as well. Am I honestly not making? I thought I was at least making them somewhere. Because doesn't one of the sciences need them? Yeah, they do up here. Why is there so few? Oh, I guess they're in the system somewhere else. Oh, I didn't set a thing for them. How has that happened? How have they? It'd be regular intermediates, wouldn't it? How has it got the 42 if I not set the recipe? Don't know. So, which are we doing? We got rocket fuel and silver zinc batteries. Let's see about rocket fuel. Now, is this going to need rocket fuel? Yeah. Emergency structures. I'm just wondering if I start pulling some of those in as well. It's just that this is so slow. Maybe I just bump the numbers up here a little bit. I'm just a bit amazed that they're not bringing them over very quick. Up to 200 as well. Let's put that on 200. Right, how many does each one need? 10. So maybe I set that as a nice big number. So that maybe we've got them when we need them. So yeah, we'll see how many they make, because this needs rocket fuel as well. Now rocket fuel means really tackling my whole fluid production issues down south. That sounds weird out of context. I guess it's in regular intermediates. Yeah, there we go. Because it's completely different in this. It's not. I was looking at this before. It's not solid fuel squished together sort of thing. It's actual hydrazine, and it's actually how you make rocket fuel. "30-second craft time." So that is a 1.75. And how many does each need? Each needs 10, you see. So to do that even vaguely... Okay, let's head south. And maybe mess about with some chemicals and stuff. I think I do need to bring them down on a... I'll bring it up on a belt, I think. So I might need to get the bots doing that as well. Because we could bring it just up the side here. And maybe sort of use this space. Okay, so... let's have a look, see where we can put some... construction stuff in. They be linked? I'm not sure. Let's just pop another one in anyway. And yeah. And over here maybe. Let's put some there. Get some power poles on this one. Okay. So if I try and connect up, I'm not using that belt for anything. No. For this belt. I'm going to leave a gap though. So that there. And let's bring it there. Oops. Yeah, let's do it to there for the starters. And then we'll pop down. Okay. So, what is this? Zinc. Okay. So if we try and make hydrazine here, maybe. Rocket fuel here. That's a fair amount of trees to remove, so let's get some roboports in. And hopefully they can work on that. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, so let's work out how we'd actually make it, or what we need to do to make it. All those trees get cleared. Because this is why I started stockpiling this. without realising that actually that's not how you do rocket fuel in this. I imagine it doesn't. It's like a proper chemical lab process, is it? Yeah. So we need chemical labs. There we go. So rocket fuel is made from hydrazine and dinitrogen tetroxide. It's interesting. It's got the ammonium. What do I call that? Okay. So if I wanted to try and make 30-second craft time, you see. So if these had, say, your prods in, it's not even a tenth of a belt. .037 of amount. I guess I could also use modules. I can find them. Do something modularly. That's annoying. Let's just work it out from this one. .017, so .034. Let's do it in items a minute, actually. 15 per minute is one every... Yeah, so that would be like 1 a second, I think. If I did this many. Okay. Just trying to see where... There. So pop that up as well. So I don't... Our network extends this far, does it? No. So let's put in a couple of extra robot ports. So they can maybe restock me. Okay. How then do we make... where's tetrazine? Nitric acid... Hydrazine, sorry. Is that right? Hydrazine. So it makes hydrogen, but also makes pure water. Okay. Hydrogen peroxide and ammonia. Okay. So to make hydrazine, also need ammonia and hydrogen peroxide. Ammonia. That's wrong. Hydrogen peroxide, not dioxide. Which is hydrazine. Where the heck is that make then? So peroxide. It is a chemical plant. Am I just looking at the wrong thing? Oh, I'm trying to look for it as a blue one. Idiot. So where is it? Where is it? There. So that would then need oxygen and hydrogen rather. That's also hydrogen and nitrogen. Okay. So that would be the chain for hydrazine, but we would have to work out the maths on it. Dinitrogen tetroxide. Okay. Dinitrogen. I'm right with it. There's not like the basic recipe hidden away somewhere, is there? There's not like alternate recipes. No. No. Let's just check. Yeah, rocket fuel. Engine. They're relatively simple to make. I hadn't realised that. Okay. Yeah. So, we need dinitrogen tetroxide, which is squished together nitrogen dioxide, which is nitric oxide, plus, which is ammonia, and oxygen. Okay. Crikey. This is... Oh. Something's not got a chest. Ah, this is not connected. Okay. Oh, because that's not powered. Have I randomly put one over there then? Okay. Okay. I wonder they've not brought me anything either. Did that look like something got... Yeah. Got built in. Okay. Right. Let's get rid of these. So it needs to be... Well, hopefully we can supply 8, basically, is the point. So, where's the belt? There's the belt. So we'll have it somewhere along there. They're too close together, aren't they? But we need to put modules on and stuff anyway. So yeah, so belt coming out like there. Going up into the main system. Okay. Should I put that? I'm probably better off putting that a bit further back. I'm just going to build whatever there's silver ore, just build over the top. Okay. Maybe I could assist a little. Okay. I don't think I'm just wondering how I can. Maybe I do it like I usually do batteries, maybe? Or the other way around? So if this was that one. Because they're squiff now, well, they need to be squiff. Maybe I just put them in a line then, if it's going to be that complicated. You know, you're not really gaining a lot from that. Because I can just use the offset inserters to do what I'm trying to achieve. I could maybe also get 2 rows of modules on them instead. Basically thinking we hook up the pipes like that. And where did they go there? Put modules in there. Okay. Oops. Huh. I just assumed they would avoid the ghosts, but guess not. I've got the thing in the wrong place, haven't I? I might put this up front. Oh, up the front here instead. Trapped on a tree and you're to blame. The I'm thinking one of them we make sort of down here, and one we make up. So, you know, tricky part with that is that they both need ammonia. Okay, so if that's these ones done, then which is the simplest? I guess then this is the simplest in a sense because it's just. Well, that needs the ammonia, doesn't it? Okay, so this is probably the simplest. So if I grab those, go over here. Right, let's put them over there. So, about the modules myself. So I can do the maths. Is that all? Yeah. Right. Now, this needs 1097, so 1100 per minute of hydrazine. Okay, so how do we make 1100 per minute of hydrazine? Can we make 1100 per minute of hydrazine? This would produce 1000 a minute. So in theory we would need 12 of those. That's without bacons on though. Guess it's going to need to be something like that, in fact. It's going to need to be one back, isn't it? Oops. So how many does it produce now? It produces 2,620. So I'm actually wondering. No, it's only a tenth of a belt still. So you need altogether 10,000, so 11,000, and you produce 2,600. So you would need. So that would be 5,200. So it's basically 4, isn't it? I think. Give or take. 5. Oh, well, this didn't have modules in. Yeah, so 5 it is. Okay. Yeah, okay. We then need, and this is where I've done silly things with Robo Hearts. Oops, I didn't mean to do that because I threw my own belts away. Oops. Right. And then we need ammonia. Okay. I've done that again. Okay, prods in there. Speeds in there. So, altogether, these need 25,000. Oh, hello, Mia. My Twitch is being weird. It shows you online, but nothing else. No count and no viewer number. Just red live box and no picture. You're back. Oh. How odd. I am here, I think. Yeah, no worries. I think I'm live. Seems to be. Hopefully that is just your... Want to see my factory? Yeah, yeah. I mean, do a bit of a show off of it if you like. It's a bit sprawling. I've sort of ramped down on producing things at scale. Right, so that is, what was it producing? Whoops. It was producing. So it requires 25,000 ammonias. I got those numbers wrong, haven't I? Because that's nowhere near enough hydrazine. Oh no. What? 10,000... So 11,000 hydrazine. And I'm making... Oh, 12,000. I wish it had the commas on this. So I'm making... Yeah, so that's okay. But to do that, I need 25,000 ammonia. And this is only producing 6.5. So double that up is 13. So then it should be 26. So that should be okay. Do that. Maybe. Possibly. Ish. So you need 25,000. I'm then making with that 25,000. Slightly under what it needs, I think, but that's fine. Right, and to make that, we then need... We're going to need more of those, though, aren't we? Because we know the other one needs it, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Yeah, so we'll do the raw production separately. But yeah, we need... what, this is hydrogen peroxide as well. I mean... Ah, we've run out of power. What did I do wrong there? Okay. Right, sorry. So, you need modules. SDU. Okay. It also needs 5,000 hydrogen peroxides. And it will get half of that from one machine. So we need a second one of that. Oops. There. Like so. So in theory, that's balanced, but not quite. So it's saying it needs more ammonia, which we know anyway. So So we need it for the other one. I think it struggles because of how I do this. It's like not balanced. It's not even number of... See, it's 10 and 12, and I'm not sure the calculator really works like that. But it's approximately right. But yeah, we need another one of these as well. Yeah, I need another thingy. Okay. Now the other side of the equation. I should have put the trees. Should have got rid of the trees. Oh. What are you doing? And then a robotic pod. Okay. So we need to do the raw production, the nitrogens and hydrogens and all that sort of stuff, but those are the more complicated bits, so in fact actually I think I'll just leave them to do that, and then I'll hook up the pipes and etc. instead. So this needs an output here, doesn't it? Going to this one, I think. Like that. That needs to be across there. So I then need to do something with pure water. Okay. Oh no, that is right. I thought maybe I messed that up, but this is just that one there, isn't it? So we just have a nice long pipe there. Except not, because I need to... Well, actually. In fact, we've got the exact same number of machines, haven't we? So, looks like it's... Oh no, but I need to... Maybe I just... have a separate ammonia production of the other one, but let's do it like this for the time being. Okay, and then these guys. Ink that ink. Well, given I'm hooking it, I don't really need to do it like that, do I? What the heck I'm down there? Just hook it across here. That. In fact, let's use a brass one. And that's just output. And then, yeah, we need those two going in there. We need more of it in there. Hopefully they've cleared the trees though, so we can just work on that instead. Okay. Ow. Doesn't reach there. Doesn't reach the whatchamacallit. The beacons. Should be using blooming substation, shouldn't I? But, yeah, whatever. Actually. Do that, I think. Yeah, I've made a mess, but there you go. Power pile mess. Okay. Oh, something like that. Something like that. Anyway. This one. So, we're making that one, aren't we? Dinitrogen tetroxide. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The bacon's in. Speed's in. Rod's in. Right. How much do you actually need? So you need 5,488. And you're going to make 2,620. That feels like half. Not quite half. Okay. I guess because it has the uneven number of outputs to it. But, okay. Let's put that there. And then just run a pipe there. So nitrogen dioxide. Oops. What's in? Oops. It's missing its speeds. Okay. What do you need? You need 15,000, and this will make 18,000. Okay, which means it's 1 to 1. And then nitric acid. I'm running out of stuff. Why are you not bringing me more modules, bots? I guess because you're having to fly an entire base away. And it's been a very long time since we did a bot speed or two. These nearly filled up again. I can't remember whether I set up the actual... I did. Did I? Is that where that's going? That's going all the way down there. Yeah, this is the aluminium powder, isn't it? Yeah. So, very shortly we will have enormous demand for that, so That should be okay. Anyway, what were we doing? We were looking at nitric oxide. I'm wondering why we don't have any speed modules. So, if you need 15,000 and one of these produces 6,000, then the 3 should be okay when we eventually get our, what do we call this? Is that water coming out there again? It is, okay. So it's just a 1-to-1 again. So we can just go boop, 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 boop. But we need ammonia. How much extra ammonia do we need? We don't know because we're lacking speed modules to tell. $100 on the way, okay. So it would be 3 times whatever this needs, so 5,000. So it would be 15,000 extra ammonia. One of them produces 6,000, so it's another 3 machines, okay. So that isn't... don't quite line up, do they? That's annoying. No. That one, 2, 3. Oops. So, more pipe there. But instead of doing that, we want it to kind of come up here. It needs to be a bit further over. So we don't want it clashing with this. So if we have the ammonia coming up here. Oh, no. There we go. That one. I think. I think that's right. Got a bit mixed up, I think, but. Yeah, because the only other thing this needs is the oxygen. Excuse me, which we need to get separately, but both of these need oxygen. Still not got any blowing. Wonder if I keep running out of range or something. So, oh, is this them coming in now? No, that's pipes again, you see. Where are my modules? Oh, they're not doing some silly... No, they're over here. Just lazy. Oh, you know. You trust your bots to do the job. Just blooming lazy all the time. Right. I have, by the way, you know, hello again. Yeah, I don't know if I said hello. Welcome back. Need to install this game on my new computer. I've been playing City Skyline badly. I was going to start playing that again because obviously City Skylines 2 comes out soon, I think. And they did some more like content packs, didn't they? Some more DLCs, I think. And I was going to give them a go and just sort of almost a send-off to the game. I can't really tell whether the new one Skylines 2 is like, I don't know, it looks shinier, but I'm a bit worried it's going to do what Paradox always does, where they have like, it's basically just essentially redoing the exact same game, because they're a bit terrible for doing that. So when they've been doing some dev diary videos on. I have to do it with Chemical Labs, don't I? Splitting it up on the YouTube channel, and I mean, obviously it's going to be the same in the sense because it's building cities, so how different could it be? But yeah, it's been a bit sort of unclear how improved it is, I guess, because you'd think it would make more use of well, like you say, it does. I'm so excited. Yeah, I say I'm really looking forward to it, but I say I'm just a little worried that having spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds on it, City Skylines 1, I'm basically going to have to pay for exactly the same content. Like when they did like the the packs to do with like, well, they didn't really call them safaris, did they? But they were like what did they call them? They could build a path basically, and sort of tourists would travel along it, and you could put like tourist attractions on them. It's ages since I played that pack, but I really, really liked that one. It was sort of a really sort of interesting idea. But yeah, I'm sort of a bit worried that I'll have to basically pay for exactly the same thing again, and it will look prettier. What I could really do, and I say I'm slightly more encouraged by the dev diary videos, because they had one of the traffic and like route planning that the simulation does, and it does look more complicated and a bit more accurate. And they even put a joking like comment on it themselves, basically saying, get them to use both lanes, because that was always one of the annoying things with it, where you would build a traffic thing, and it would then you'd have like 4 lanes, and all of the cars would try and go in the one lane, and it's like I haven't bought a lot of the packs. I fully understand why. A lot of them they're not cosmetic, obviously. They are functional, but they're sort of unnecessary in a sense. They're just if you want to play with that one. The one I wanted was where you can make walking only areas. Yeah, the pedestrian one, that was really good. Yes, they will stay in one lane. All your little robots fly around. I love it. Yeah. It's quite a big base, really. I mean, it's and I mean, this is like where I'm building a lot of the production buildings, and I sort of run out of steam on it, and there should be loads that there's loads of other production buildings that I can make basically. But this Bob's Mods pack, I found that it's a bit sort of, what would you call it, a bit repetitive in a sense, and not in a sort of boring way, but you get just like machine after machine that's, well, here you go. So you get grey assembly machines, yellow assembly machines, red assembly machines, blue assembly machines, and then there's like purple as well, I think, one above that. And you just do research it, and they're just faster and faster machines, which is fine, nothing wrong with that, but it's like, because I think the intention is you upgrade everything rather than, go out and build a big, new factory. You just upgrade all your buildings, which is a good idea, but it means you've got to build those buildings, and I haven't really sort of kept up with that. But yeah, I've then ended up basically relying on, even though I went to all this trouble building this gigantic bus and all this, basically the bots are doing half the work, because they're all sort of flying over doing a lot of the building, really, a lot of the logistics stuff. But you got any machine? Was that specifically just to play the new City Skylines, or is that just a general upgrade? I say I've said it loads of times before. I really need a new machine, but I just can't justify the expense, especially as there's a very good chance that I'm going to. I don't actually know how many of these I need. I'm going to be changing jobs again, which means moving town probably, which is always expensive. Right, so if this is the nitrogen production, hydrogen production, do I also want to take it up here? Because these need hydrogen as well. So how much do these need? These need 15,000 hydrogen, whichever it is, oxygens rather. So 15,000 oxygens. And these need 27,000, so 30, so it needs about 45,000 oxygens. That's producing a tenth of what I need. Wow. Wow. Okay. So I would need... Wait, what have I done there? So if that's only a tenth, this is where I should be using higher level beacons, I think. So let's try and copy that one across so it's less confusing. So that would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I think I'm going to have to double row it, aren't I? Wowza. Just a general, I still do everything on here. It's a gaming machine, but still do everything on it. Yeah, I mean, when I first started PC, well, with PCs basically, because I'm sufficiently old that getting a PC was kind of a big deal. I mean, people have, more computing power on their mobile phone nowadays than I, I was, but I got into PC building, and I ended up building 3 machines to do separate jobs because, they were sort of sufficiently low power, but low performance, that it was like worth building separate machines, because then I could customize. The one that was for gaming had a good graphics card in it. And the others had sort of more RAM and stuff like that, and it was sort of more, it made more sense to sort of separate them up in that way. But yeah, nowadays it's just just build one and give it the best of everything basically. Oh, the best that you can afford. Okay, so if that's in theory the amount of that stuff I need, which is bonkers. How much compressed air do we need? Oh, I'm all out of everything. I don't know. I assume these have an effect. So if that's... Okay. Does that do... They take modules, but not prods. Okay. Well, that makes sense. It's a bit weird that these do take prods. I mean, prods is a weird thing anyway when you really think about it, because it's like saying, where exactly are you getting the extra stuff from? Doesn't make any logical sense, but. Right, let's see how many we can actually build. what I actually need. Hopefully not too many. I guess let's let them fill all that out. Oops. See what my maths looks like. I assume they're gonna. Well, I hope they're gonna keep with the modding as well. That was because that was one of the things that was like both brilliant and rubbish about Skylines. In that, you know, obviously you had the Steam Workshop integration, so you could just download the mods there, which was it's just really awesome little awesome way of doing things. But the load times are insane. If you put a lot of mods on, it was just bonkers. How long it would take to load your game up, and the performance would often just completely tank. Right. So I hope that at least they sort of optimise it. Okay, so in theory that's going to produce what we need. So 15,000. I'm looking at the wrong one. 37,000 oxygens is not enough, is it? Because we need 45. So that's because they need 28, and then these need 15. So yeah, 45 basically. So it's not enough. How much not enough? We need another 8. So it's another 3 of them. Crikey. So what does that look like? If we do copy that. But I'm going to have to fill all that out. Doing the math in my head. No. So does it not show up? So there's a max. I'm sort of doing the maths in my head, but I'm using this max rate calculator. I don't know if that doesn't show up on the thing, but it's a little mod that it will try and work out the calculations for you. So it tells you how much the buildings produce, but I find it gets a bit weird. It goes a bit strange with the fluids, and sort of the maths never seems to work straight. So I usually find it's best to do just a couple of buildings, or just a section of buildings with the chemical plants. Am I out on modules again? I am. Just a section, and then work it out from there. So rather than try and do the whole set, if I just do all of the ones producing nitrogen, or oxygen or what have you, okay. Oh, I'm definitely out of range there. No wonder they've not brought me anything. Then then it will sort of, at least I can then say, oh right, well I need 3 of those or 4 of those or what have you. Sort of seems to work in that sense. So, hoping, I don't know, that it's extending across there, isn't it? So we need that all connecting there. All that, oops, that all connecting there. Let's put a raspberry bond here. That. Not convinced that fluid will flow properly, but we shall see. Bing bong bing. Here you go, you see. So you've got, electrolyzer 4, and then I don't know if there's a level 5 as well. Yeah, there's a level 5 as well. It's just, same basic thing, just faster, essentially. Is there anything interesting we could do? I'd quite like a fusion reactor. So I can have more legs. But I don't know where it is. Oh, here we go. Portable fusion reactor. Oh, I can research it. Okay. I thought that required space science in this, but there you go. Maybe it's that I need some weird nuclear thing to build it, and that's why I didn't bother. Lose track in this. Right. So hopefully they'll fill all those pipes out. We also have the blue stuff. So the... whatever it's called. Nitrogen, I guess. We need to send that all the way up here, don't we? Wait, how have I connected this up? So that is that. So what's this? Oh, that's ammonia coming back. So we need to connect. Oops. That there. So this also needs to be oxygen. Bing bong bing. Looks like we can do level 2 as well. What does it actually need then? Logic boards and low density effect. I think I've got that stuff, haven't I? Let's do the second level. So I haven't got enough on me. But we could make a portal fusion reactor. Okay. That's nice. Let's get rid of some rubbish. Cool. Right, so. Oh, look, something's flowing. Oh, I didn't do the numbers, did I? So, is it brought me modules? No, because I'm not in the network. I keep moving out the network. Anyway, let's have a look and see. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 15 of them. So if I do 5, say, give me an approximate number. So 32,000. That seems like all that a pipe can hold, but 32,000 times 3 is 90. 180,000 compressed airs. And that's 134. One's producing, so I need 2 more, I think. But let's just stick in 4, because why not? Because why not? It's not like there's not infinite air. I mean, you know. Okay. So that is the oxygen coming out, isn't it? So we need that also. Bottom. Let's move it over by 1 if we can. 2 even? 2's even better. 2 is always better than 1. That's maths, that is. Have I got the right one? Is this oxygen? Yes. Cannot connect systems with different fluids. Oh, what have I done there? Let's just do a flush then. Okay, so I'm getting some contamination somewhere. What have I done wrong there? Because that's okay there. This is getting nitrogen in it somehow. So is this just that I've messed up something here? Because this needs to be connected to it as well. Whoops. Cannot connect. That's getting nitrogen as well. Is that because I've connected it the wrong way, wrong thing up here somehow? No, these aren't connected to anything. Yeah, it is bringing in the nitrogen from somewhere, isn't it? That's just an input. That's also an input. How are you getting nitrogen in? What have I done wrong there? Oh, look, that's completely wrong there. What have I done wrong? I can't tell why that's misconnected. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's because these are too close to each other. Okay. It was the little extension I did. I messed that up. Okay. I think I must have put it on as next to each other when it shouldn't have been. Ah, yeah, there should be a gap there. This is messed up again. Let's just do it by hand. Oh, it's because it went at me. Won't let me connect them because they're contaminated. There. Yeah. Okay. Just chop that off. Right, so that should be the oxygen going up there. So at some point we need to connect nitrogen into this as well. But this needs the blue stuff, so this needs nitrogen. Do that as the one pipe. Put that there. Messed that one up as well, haven't I? Did it? Did it? Yeah, so that shouldn't be there. Be there and there. And that should be like that. And that connects to that one. Okay, so we need the blue stuff, which is that one. Which is in the wrong place, really, isn't it? Let's put this all the way over here. Now, where do you need to connect to? You need to connect to here. Perfect. Perfect. We're going to have excess nitrogen and all that sort of stuff. I'll have to do my venting again. Okay. What we then need is hydrogen, I believe, is the white stuff. Which it won't tell me here because I think we get it. How do we get hydrogen? Is it hydrogen? Must be if it's making hydrazine. Hydrogen. Yeah, you get it from, I think the only way is splitting water. I think. Which will actually give us more oxygen as well. Is that an electrolyzer you do that in? I'm almost starting to remember how Bob's works. Which is kind of remarkable. Yeah, so you electrolyze water. Electrolyze it. Electrolyze water. And that gives us all of the good stuff. So yeah, we need to connect there. Doesn't quite reach, so let's do it to there. That. So probably need a gigantic venting array somewhere. Right, and then the actual stuff we want. Whoops. No. Hydrogen. It's that one. Can squeeze that in here because it's also needed. And this one. I just walked out of the area again, didn't I? Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Right, so how much does this actually need? So is it just used... Ah, I did get some speed on this. Okay. Right, so how much are you producing? So you're pumping out 13,000. And this one needs... It's not hooked up properly, is it? We need these pipes here as well. Yeah, so this one needs 15,000. That's what it's making, isn't it? 13,000. So it needs at least one more for this. So we need at least one more. And then this also needs 50,000. Of course it does. To make 13. So 13... well, got it 15, 30... So another 4 of them, I think. So another complete set like this. I was hoping I might get quite close to doing the rocket launch today, but that's clearly not going to happen. Because we're only going to produce, I think, making our first rocket fuel is about the best we could hope for today. What I might do is just stick a little chest here, just so that the first ones that are made, actually let's put it here. Oh, I haven't put any outputs for them. Let's do, yeah, so the first ones that are made go go into the, what do you call it, satellite. Directly. Right, so what have I messed up here? We've not made a single bit of hydrazine, because we haven't made any nitrogen dioxide, because we haven't made any nitric oxide. Because we've not got any ammonia. Why have we not got any ammonia? Because the hydrogen isn't... Oh, of course, I haven't actually stuck distilled water in. Right, so I need to do that as well. Okay. Not actually sure these numbers are correct, but we shall double check everything when we get there. So we need what's it called? Distillery? There. Okay. And that, oh, it does take modules. Huh. Not prods there. Let's just put some... Oh, I can't put any speed in it because it's not brought me any. Some power on. Right, where have we got water? Right here. I'm making this down here because I thought it needed like chemical as in Why did I do that way around? Because I'm an idiot. You know, as in like oil-based chemicals, but it doesn't appear to. Right, so still haven't got any things, but how much water does this need? It needs 22,000 pure water. This is making 52,000, so we could probably get rid of a couple of them. And that's without any things in. 31,000, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so it's now making hydrogen and oxygen. I'm just going to put a temporary vent on there so that it keeps running, but I'm going to need loads of those. With tanks and all sorts. I'll do that in a minute. So you're full of hydrazine now. So it's... No, you're not. You're full of... What? What's the other output then? Oh, that's... What? Oh, it's water, of course. No, it's hydrogen peroxide. So you're full of hydrogen peroxide. I don't know what was the output, and I've not done anything with it. Okay, okay. So yeah, we need some logic on this, basically, because this is taking water. So we might as well... Where are we going? We want water coming in there. So actually... This should be a only fill it up if you've got water thing, but for the time being, just going to put a pipe across. In fact, actually, let's just disconnect that. So this is no longer blocked because it's no longer full of pure water. So hydrazine is coming out. But we've not got enough dinitrogen tetroxide. Oh. Nitrogen oxide is not there. Nitric oxide is not there. Because again, we've got a water problem. You want to get to the doctor if you've got a water problem. Shouldn't suffer water problems. Right. Oh, that's a very pink colour. Okay, so these now have somewhere to put their water. I wonder if you can vent the water. Right, so these should be running at full chat. Oh, look at that. Look at that green colour of that rocket fuel there. Look at that. I like that. So this is this thing, I say, it's like a deliberate aesthetic choice, that it's like a dirty and dingy game, because, you know, look at that smoke colour, that's really pretty. And that white smoke looks good, and this light blue stuff, look at that, that's awesome. It's clearly just a choice they've made to say, right, well, let's make everything look dirty and dingy rather than... We've made loads of rocket fuel. Why are they not picking it up? Doesn't appear to me to imply they're collecting. Deliver 10. 10's quite a small number. But okay, so we've now got, because we're going to need rocket fuel at volume for the actual rocket, which is why I've made it that way. But what we can also do, because they brought me the bits, is make a portable fusion reactor. And then maybe some more legs. I'll have to go and steal some of those bits and pieces, but look at that. Now we're cooking on nuclear power. Right, so it's stopped. Why has it stopped? Because nitrogen tetroxide, because nitrogen dioxide, because nitric oxide, because not enough oxygen. Oh, because nitrogen is blocked. But why is that not coming down from the water? Well, I guess partly because there's that vent going on. Oh, because of the loop. Yeah, the loop that I've set up is incomplete in a sense. Right. So, let's look at doing some logic. Unfortunately, that means building logic wires. Thorium fuel cell. Oh, right, so that takes uranium as well. Okay. Thorium reactor. Yeah. Yeah, which requires insulated wire, which I don't think I can make because I need rubber and tin copper wire. Okay. So I need rubber and tin plate to make some logic stuff. Okay. Well, we made 50 rocket fuel. That should get us a satellite. Okay. What does tin look like? So tin is sort of a bright one, quite square. That one maybe? Yeah, that's tin. So that gets me tin wire. So that's tin copper wire. I would then need rubber. Now rubber, I am pretty sure I am not making. I'm not putting on the bus. Okay. Oh, stuck on the trees. So, hopefully, we've still got the old rubber production up here. See, I still haven't got rid of the original base properly. I don't think it's making much of any... Oh no, it is making rail and stuff. But yeah, rubbers... Is that rubber? There's rubber. Cool. And then that lets me make insulated wire. And then... What do I then need? Where's... Here we go. Yeah, so I can make plenty of red and green wire. Okay. Do I have tanks is the other question. I've got 3 of those. A request for more. Okay, can I make some of them? So I need iron. Iron. Iron? Iron. Okay. Right. Nearly there. What am I actually missing for more legs? I can make it level 1. Could pop that in. Okay. Now this is like the top-up system. So it's this one. And... is that the water? Yeah, because those are the output waters. And where do they need to go in? Well, they don't. They need to go in there, don't they? So the question is, if we make that a tank here, already got the size there wrong, but yeah, I have. So if that's a tank, then it's underground. Or actually, let's make that like that. Got any pumps? Yes. So that pumps whatever's going that way. There. That direction. And we want this pump connected to this one to only activate. So we want this one to stop. Or only activate if the water, or whatever it's called, distilled water, pure water, goes below 5,000. So preferentially take whatever water's coming from the outflow systems, or from the outflows. That goes in there. If it gets to more than 5,000, or less than 5,000, this one kicks in. Now we have the theoretical problem. I don't know if it's a real problem or not, but theoretical problem that the output produces more than the input. What? It's not. Well, it's not really theoretical, is it? I guess it's real because I'm using prod modules. What I don't know is, can you just vent your water? No, you can't. How do you get rid of pure water then? I guess you're meant to use it in other things. Anyway, the real thing we need to do is make sure that, because that's an output and an input there, but it also goes down here where it's an output from here. There's an input there. It's not actually getting enough water. Like oxygen, right? Is that because maybe the nitrogen is full? Yeah. Where do I want to connect that? I guess if I put another tank here. So if a tank here, and this tank says oh, that's annoying. Okay. So always pumps the nitrogen there, but if it's got too much, so this needs to be a turn on. If nitrogen goes above, I don't know how much this holds. 20,000? Whoops, 20,000? 25,000, so it probably wants to be a bit lower. 15,000. And then this is just a big old line of vents. Which we know is a bit rubbish. And I should be reusing it, but... why is it going? Oh, 15,000 I set that to, didn't I? So that ensures that if we've got excess, it'll just get rid of it. What are you moaning about? You're moaning about not having a compressor. Wow. Here. Oh, I see. I see. I suspect I'm making compressors because I probably haven't automated the production. So many buildings. Oh, that is a compressor. So we'd need bronze pipes and titanium. So I need bronze and titanium to build them. Excuse me. Oh, it's 840, crikey. I can see rocket fuel on the thing, so it's sort of working. Right. I think this is bronze, isn't it? No, that's brass. That's bronze. So that should let me make blue compressors. Oh, then need titanium. Okay. Just got to be that, hasn't it? So I can now make compressor 3s. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I thought it was going to be oil-based, this production, but not at all. Right, so oxygen is full. Does that matter? We don't have hydrogen. Don't have ammonia. Because we don't have hydrogen. Why not? Because oxygen is full. Yes, it does matter. Right, so we need another one. Now that's an output, isn't it? And then that's an input. I guess because this is hydrogen peroxide, it's got a different... Yeah, of course it has a different ratio of hydrogen to oxygen compared to water, even though you're splitting water to make it. So yeah, we need another one of these on the oxygen. Where do we need it? I guess we might as well just put it in here. But it's a different sort of a thing. Not really attempting to store it. So I think if I just connect that. Oh, I haven't made any vents, have I? Where are they? There they are. Right. Vents on there. This obviously needs changing to oxygen. Okay. And I could put one on the hydrogen as well, but I think the hydrogen is the lower limiting factor, if that makes sense. So, because the hydrogen is coming out of there and it's going into these two, and if I've ensured that the red and the blue never max out, because we're getting those. I'm not sure if that's right or not. I think I'd better put one on just to be safe. But where the heck am I going to squeeze it in? Let's just add it in here somewhere. You know, and if it never fills up, it never fills up. That's fine. Oops. Bit of a weird one because I'm creating a horrible fluid mechanics issue there where it's sort of trying to go backwards and forwards, but we're not having performance issues, so. Okay, in theory, that should all work. So we might get a weird effect with the water. Because of the whole prod modules, basically. But I think because I'm splitting the water and it's becoming these, then that's fine. I have to say. They're all filled up. Cool. Rocket fuel for days. Rocket fuel for days. Right, let's go and have a look whether we've made a statellite. Have we made a statellite? So I'm literally just going to launch one statellite. I call it done, and we'll move on to something else. I'll probably revive one of my older series. Go back to aesthetic, maybe. Oh, no, of course we haven't, because we need to make silver zinc batteries. We've got enough of everything else. How many of these have... Oh, crikey. I think we might just... Well, let's just leave that going. I think... these have stopped because there's no silicon nitride. That's interesting. I wonder where I'm putting that in the system. It's made from powdered silicon and nitrogen. So it would suggest it's probably over in Circuit City. So they've got plenty of silicon nitride. Is that not silicon nitride there? Probably not. How do we make silicon nitride? Powdered silicon, which I think is crushed up wool. So these guys, I could make extra silicon nitride there. I have a feeling the only silicon nitride production is this one here. Yeah, I think it's this, which is ground to a halt, isn't it? The green stuff. Okay, anyway, I was getting distracted. So, yeah, so silver zinc batteries. So, are those made in a chemical plant? Yeah, they are. What from? Plastic, silver oxide, sodium hydroxide, and zinc plate. Silver oxide would be the only questionable one. The rest we could bring in. How do we make silver oxide? Presumably fill it with silver and... Silver oxide, silver nitrate, of course. Thought you would need nitrogen dioxide and sodium hydroxide. Okay. Obviously. Where are they? Silver nitrate. So that's our chain. Okay, I mean, I need these to, you know, I need 50 of them. Don't need them for that. So you need plastic. Silver oxide is the thing we need to make. Silver nitrate is what we need to make. So we also need nitrogen dioxide, which I think is what we've just been making down there, isn't it? Let's have a look. That's nitrogen dioxide, I think. So... we should actually make this hit down there. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. I should have copied and pasted it first. So we do that. Right. I thought we were done. I thought we were done. Let's pop this one in that it's been moaning about. Wait, I built them, didn't I? Oh, it's compressor 2s, not compressor 3s. Dang. Okay, let's just put a couple in. Like that. Right. Okay, is it this one? Nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide, okay. So... we need a second output stream. Over here somewhere, maybe. Let's just put it here. And that needs to go into that chemical plant. Bob's intermediates, yeah. So, but let's use a let's bump some of these up a bit. So zinc, well, it seems to have all of those as yellow, so it's bringing them in. Got that as a yellow as well, so that's good. And that is a yellow as well. Okay. So this will be nowhere near balanced, I would guess. Oh no, it is ish. Okay. How quick are these to produce? 5 seconds, that's not too bad. Let's pop in some bacons though. Just because. So silver oxide is slow, as we kind of expect. I think I might ramp these right up so that bots... oops, not that big. Bots really get moving. $40,000 of that in storage. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I've not known what to do with. So it seems like end game you use it for aluminium and so you know these silver zinc batteries. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so that'll chug out zinc plate. Just taking a while to get here. Cool. How many did I need? It was only like 20 or something, wasn't it? No, it's in that now. 50. Okay. It's minute made 39, so we're nearly there. Looks like everything going now. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I'm sure they're like massively important as an end, you know, if you're doing a mega ace production or something. But I've sort of got to the stage where I just want to finish this. Really, it's a bit like I know a lot of people with Factorio. They have the one factory and they'll just keep improving it, make it bigger and all that sort of stuff. But I've always tended to play the game through over and over. So you know, if I was to play this mod again, I've learnt from all the mistakes, and I'd start doing blueprinting, and now that I understand a bit better the recipes and all that sort of stuff, and you know, I still like buses, but the way I did this was dumb because it was a huge production challenge that I didn't really need to add in. Okay, how are we doing? We've got 14 silver zinc batteries. And then we need to tackle this guy. I mean, we're not really making low density structures at any sort of volume, but rocket engines is the only thing missing. And it turns out they're just a bunch of tungsten. Here we go. Yeah, they're just a bunch of tungsten plate and tungsten gear wheels. And I don't know whether I didn't add tungsten production before my break. I don't think I did, but isn't tungsten the pink one here? No, that's aluminium, isn't it? So what does tungsten look like? Tungsten is sort of reddish on there and sort of a horrible browny one. So is that tungsten? Where's that going? Oh, that's there. So yellow, there's a yellow powder coming down. Is that what you make? That's tungsten oxide. I remember that because it's used in something weird. And where am I doing with that? You're doing a lot better than myself. I still get messy looking base game. That's no problem. I mean, yeah, it puzzles me sometimes when people say that because I don't actually think they're sort of organised. But I mean, I wouldn't describe this as, you know, pretty or tidy sort of thing. It's more like I always feel my base is more like an organised chaos than an actual. So what's that then? Because that's the tungsten oxide, isn't it? Am I doing anything else with that? No, it's just going right the way to the end. Yeah. But yeah, sort of. They don't seem all that organised to me, but. So that's tungsten plate, is it then? What sort of shape is that? That's sort of a big squarey one. Tungsten carbide plate, okay. Oh, and I could have also made it from powdered tungsten. How do you make powdered? Because these need powdered tungsten, don't they? Oh, so you take tungsten oxide and add hydrogen to it. Which is effectively burning off, turning the... Presumably the other output from that would be water. I don't know if it does that though. Okay, so we can make powdered tungsten and tungsten plate somewhere. Gigantic titanium ore there. So we can maybe build that here somewhere. Just a tungsten, whatever this is called, plate. And then what else does it need? The rocket parts. Tungsten gear wheels. Now, are they made from... Oh, they're made from plate. Okay, they're not made from carbide or anything. But yeah, so we can set that production up. So that's actually relatively simple. I'm going to put a little note on the map here, just sort of saying... Where would be a good place to make that? I guess here, wouldn't it? So if we put a little thing in... See, if we make the rocket silos there... rocket parts there... And just literally belt them across. So otherwise, we've kind of got all of that. Not at particularly high production volumes, so we'll probably have to build these up as actual production things, we have a satellite. We have a satellite. Okay. But yeah. I mean, I don't know that low density structures. I couldn't just sort of add extra machines here. We could just sort of belt the access over. Oh, cool. Anyway, it's 9 o'clock. It's quite good timing. So we've made a satellite. We have something to launch into space. We just need to be able to launch it into space, which means making the actual rocket. I am probably going to launch more than one in reality. It sort of depends how long it takes. But basically, what I'll do... Let's just cap that off. Basically, what I'll do, I'll sort of... Next session, we will... Essentially, I'll just keep going until I'm going to launch a rocket, I think. And if I don't launch... If it gets some silly length of time, I will continue on the Sunday because... I think I've sort of reached the point where I'm finished on the Dyson Sphere Sphere program playthrough. I'm going to play tomorrow. Let's pop the schedule up. Yeah, so I'm going to play Dyson Sphere tomorrow, as per normal. But it will be a slightly later start because there's a Grand Prix on, and it's the Austrian Grand Prix, which is usually quite quick. So I may start earlier than the 4 o'clock, but worst case, if there's an accident or an incident or something like that, it might go on a little bit longer. So I will start at 4. I'll still do the 3 hours though. We'll still do 4 till 7. But as I say, I suspect that will be it for Dyson Sphere program. I could keep going. I could build more spheres and all that sort of stuff. But I've kind of done what I wanted. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with where I am with that playthrough. And so if I don't launch... Yeah, so basically... I'm trying to think ahead. Next weekend, I will play Bob's on the Saturday. If it needs a bit longer, I'll just keep going and, launch the rocket and maybe launch another rocket, get white science, maybe do a white science research. If that turns out it's taking too long, I'll do it on the Sunday rather than Dyson Sphere. And we'll just call the Dyson Sphere playthrough done. Got a rocket, woo woo. Yeah, we're nearly there. Nearly there. I'll probably go back to aesthetic for a while because I sort of miss playing that. I did enjoy that series, although I'd bitten off more than I can chew with it. If I'm honest, it's a bit sort of unwieldy, the base sizes that I'm building. But yeah, so we'll go back to that series. And thank you for joining me, Mia. It's good to chat with you again. And I hope you are doing well. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I think it should be a clear run of weekends until like September, I think, or October. I don't think I've got anything else I need to do. Yeah, so it should be a nice clear run now for a while. The only exception will be is if I get like a job offer and I have to move again. But that's going to take months. That's not going to happen quickly. So I suspect we will have a nice clear run. And as I say, I'll bring up redo aesthetic as the new series, I think. Yes. So if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider. I didn't do it again. YouTube channel. So if there's anyone watching and you want to catch up on this series or any of the other series, there's all of my VODs are archived on the YouTube channel, so you can watch them there. Yes, so you could have them sooner you think. You never know. Yes, indeed. It feels like I've forgotten something, but I don't know what it is. I think it's just because I've not been streaming for a while. But yeah. So yes, if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.